So the motorsport game saga continues, and we kind of got some new information. So last time I did a video about this, there was an employee trying to threaten releasing the game codes and everything on January 25th. I mean, it's been, I think, a little bit over a week or just a week or so since that was supposed to happen. So we have this Insider Gaming article, which already titles Motorsport Games employees condemn blackmail threats, and then exclusive. So I don't want to go through reading all this, but you can find this link in the description. Hopefully, I'll have the foresight to actually do that. So in regards to the source code game thing being leaked, it says regarding the threat to release the source code of 4 Motorsport Games titles, a number of employees reached out separately to state that they all spoken to the individual who was making the threat, and this is in quotes. The whole team informed him what he was doing was wrong. This is a criminal offense, and we condemn him for such statements, one employee said. The development team's position is simple. All relations with the employer should be resolved by negotiating and in the legal terms. Basically, all the employees seemed like they were telling him not to do it, which, yeah, it is a criminal offense to do that. But what's fun, like I was saying before in the previous video, it just, when that is what feels like, that feels like being more of a hero than all the other stuff that was going on behind the scenes. That makes that situation not even look that bad, but I guess he was talked out of it. So I don't know why one of the employers is saying resolve it by negotiating. I don't really think the higher ups are going to really want to listen to them. It seems like they really don't seem to care too much about their employees anymore. So I don't know. I don't think negotiating would really do anything. So I don't know. That's just my 1 penny cent opinion. The deadlines put forward were more of an ultimatum to the company, but did not help to resolve the problems. It has been confirmed that the source code was never released by the employee. The employee who has made the threat did say that he had filed a lawsuit against Motorsport Games. However, Insider Gaming hasn't been able to independently confirm that the lawsuit has been filed. We've also reached out to the employee for more details on the lawsuit, but he has since gone silent since informing us originally of the filing. So, yeah, who knows if that's going to happen? I don't really have a clue. Does he? I mean, I would hope it could get some kind of court case, because then more stuff could come out. And I mean, considering what he's doing or what that person was trying to do, all the other stuff behind the scenes of Motorsport Games that's way worse. So I don't know, but I'm going to assume probably nothing will come of it. In a weird way, I wish it did, just because it can give modders to try to fix the game. But yeah, so that sucks. I don't know. So then we got another article, another section here. Motorsport Games and its employees. So we get the base of this article. It gives us a bit of an update on the unpaid wages arc that we're going through in this storyline. I'm acting like this is a TV series. I mean, it might as well be, with how insane and surreal this stuff has become. But yeah, as far as the unpaid wages, a number of people we spoke with, including members of the staff in Georgia, say they had been paid for both November and December. It's about damn time. It's February 2nd, and they just finally paid them for November and December. Still haven't paid them for January. So, congrats. Unfortunately, it's too little too late. You left people hanging for months. Gave probably so many families so much stress worrying about what they're going to have for dinner. I mean, I can only imagine the anxiety, the stress, the fear, everything that the company has basically put these workers under. It still didn't even pay for January. But it gets worse. It's not over yet. The team in Georgia has not been paid since December 28th, so less than a month. One source told us in January, while confirming that the payment promised to begin in October, so it reconfirms that. Other people close to the company's financial situation said Motorsport Games' only firm request was that anyone from the Moscow team who wanted to remain with the company had to move to Georgia. Those who weren't ready or willing to relocate to Georgia would be dismissed from the company according to Russian laws. Wow, that's really fucking nice of them. So if you don't want to relocate and have a 20% pay and cut, go F yourself. Yeah, that's real nice. Yeah, I think that was really thoughtful. DK's such a nice guy. It's such a nice guy. But yeah, here we go. Another paragraph here. It was confirmed to Insider Gaming that salaries for those moving to Georgia were 20% less than prior amounts. So this reconfirms that, or I guess reminds us. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't talk. That issue was raised in a meeting between employees and executives where it was attributed to an accounting error with all salaries being recalculated. So what? It was emphasized to us, however, that not all payments have been made to employees as of yet. Well, that's just really nice. So, who knows if they'll get paid then? I don't know. Just, that's great. That's just such a, not only, so some people were paid and some aren't, which, I mean, there's only currently less than 10 developers for the company now. So, and I don't know. We got companies in like America, then Russia, Moscow, like it's so many different random parts of the globe. So who knows how many, but yeah, that sucks. This whole situation is just terrible. It's really unfortunate. So they paid them for 2 of the 3 months, and even then, none of them are properly paid yet. It's okay. DK he gave himself that 634% increase in his pay, and basically has done next to nothing with trying to help his employees get paid as like a bare necessity. I mean, it seems like he's assuming only doing it now because legal ramifications are kind of on the horizon if he doesn't. So that doesn't make him a hero. It just means he's doing the bare minimum, which is sad. Why is this should not be praised as like some kind of amazing thing? I mean, the fact that this should be like the bare minimum, not an exception to the it's just a disaster. So next article, I don't know what this is. I think because when I blow this up, I can't even read the text. I think it's just it's the NASDAQ stocks. So okay, that's what that is. So that explains that, because that wasn't... Okay, well. So positive sign for the future, question mark. It's funny. It's just funny to have a question mark for it. This week alone, WhatiFRacing Games received a major boost toward its near-term future. The company entered a debt for equity exchange with the parent company Motorsport Network to help clear $1 million in company debt. The announcement of that agreement saw shares for the company skyrocket over 1,000% to more than $37 per share, which before I think it was $2. So again, I mean, this happens so many times with what they keep doing. It's like they just keep injecting just like their shares to go up, which is such a short-term game. It's just, I don't know. Like, this doesn't, that's not a good thing. I mean, it's just they're on life support. It's the longest company that refuses to die. So this isn't really anything good. I'm not jumping up and down for it. They've done this. This is like the second or third time they've done this, where they up the inject like the stocks to make it seem better. But it'll go back down. So I should actually look it up right now. So since my face cam's blocking, I'll move my face cam over. But yeah, so since they injected all that money, right around here, it was like at $30 a share, and it's just dropped ever since. And it's still going down. It's down to 20. So yeah, all that injecting didn't do anything. It lost 14%. So like I said, it's a short term gain. It's not gonna mean anything. By the end of February, it's gonna go back down to probably like $5 a share. So just injecting it doesn't mean anything. It truly doesn't. As much as you would as you would think it would be a good thing, it doesn't matter. So let me try to find where I was last at. The announcement of the agreement saw the shares skyrocket over 1,000% to more than 37 a share, which, at least from what I'm seeing here, that's let's look at a 5-day period. So it did go up to 37, and then it dropped. So it went from 37 on February 1st, and then a day later, it dropped 15%. It lost $15. So like I said, that them doing all that, ultimately it's not going to mean anything. It's a short-term game. They've done this before. It's nothing new. As of publishing, it just currently sits at 24 per share. But yeah, with how low, it's amazing. With how much it drops, this site, this article, which was made, today. I don't know what time it was like published, but from the time it was published, not even 24 hours, not even probably 12 hours later, not even 4 or 5 hours later, this is already outdated because they dropped so much. Oh my god. So, yeah, that's just amazing. It's an increase of 688%. Again, these numbers don't mean anything when the original amount that they had was so low. Like, if you have a $1 share and then it goes up to, $10, that's a 100% increase. So like, that sounds good, but I don't know. It's just all this percent increase that it looks good, it sounds good, but it's not. So yeah. So breaking news. I wish I had like an air horn, but breaking news. DK actually says something. He's finally come out of hiding to make a statement in this article. Like So in a message from CEO, DK to employees, that increase allows the company to pay off the rest of the owed wages and debts. As everyone has seen, we have good activity in our stocks yesterday and today. But it's already got he's such a bullshitter. Like that doesn't mean it's just not going to go anywhere long term wise. It's just gonna go back down to where it was before by the end of the week, maybe. Who knows? I mean, it's already dropped $17 since, I don't know. Costco told employees via internal messaging. So it's in a message, which he's the face of the company, and yet can't even. What a failure! What an absolute joke! He has to do this in via fucking messaging shit. Like, what is this? Can't just call him, have a meeting. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? This should help raise the funds for the company, which will help me settle the debt with you guys. Thank you for your patience. Remember, like I said, he has like $6 million plus dollars. He got that 634% increase that he paid himself for. Yeah, that would be really nice if he can actually give that to his fucking employees instead of acting like he's doing a good thing here. And thank you for your patience. Like he's fucking over the devs and families by not paying them what they're fucking owed for working. It's disgusting. Even if it's being done now, or some of them are, it's too late. You just it's too late to fix it, unless you literally like double their pay or whatever from whatever they were getting before. But that's not the case because they're dropping at 20%. It's what an absolute train wreck. God, it's so sad that this is where NASCAR games are at. Where it's sad because this gets more views than NASCAR Rivals. Oh my god, thank you for giving me content. So for the first time this year, and first time in months, well, maybe since November, I don't know. We're actually going to have, as you see here, an IndyCar exclusive screenshot. Oh my god. Oh, holy Christ. It's a screenshot, just like what they did for Ignition. And we all know how that turned out, so a screenshot doesn't mean diddly squat. It does nothing to impress me. But we'll get to that. So one source said the IndyCar Games development team is confident that this gives them the runway to not only complete the game, but get a much better product out to fans. This game is playable. Oh my god, it's playable. I don't know what that means. Like, does it mean like the game can boot up? I mean, I don't know. It's very vague, but it's playable. Oh my god, I'm sweating. I might need some extra deodorant or something, because I mean, it's playable, ladies and gents. That's the peak that we're at nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. The game is playable. That should be on the slogan of the box. It's playable this time. And it says, and this should allow us to get an even better experience out the door to everyone. They said everyone deserves it. Well, we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. I mean, it's going to be coming out apparently in the summer, and then NASCAR 23 may not even happen this year, or it's a later release. So they're putting more of their eggs into. I mean, mind you, there was only like 9 employees. So how many are going to go to IndyCar? How many are going to NASCAR? 4, 5 max. Do I really trust them to make something proper? And that's no, I don't. I mean, this is the same group of people that said that that the car turning to left is a realistic trait, and they were saying like mirrors can't be done because Xbox One and PS4 can't handle it, which is sad. Jesus Christ. So here's our screenshot. Oh, we're going to Twitter for this. Okay. This is our screenshot. This is what doesn't really look that impressive. Even on the base, like bare minimum of like graphics, it's not really that impressive. At least from this shot, it feels like a PS3 thing. I don't know. It doesn't impress me. Why should it? Graphics aren't. Is the game going to work properly? Will the IndyCar rules be enforced properly? I don't know, but I don't have faith. Why should I? Why? I have no confidence after what they did with Ignition and how broken it is. Rivals is less broken, but that's because most of the coding and everything is from what Monster Games already did. But the new stuff is broken in its own weird way. But yeah, so anything they touch literally just turn. And mind you too that this is what IndyCar gave the exclusivity rights to Motorsport Games. iRacing, all those people got screwed out of that. That's a whole other thing of how botched that situation is, and how just shitty it is. That's going to go to a company that I don't even honestly know if they can drink water properly, or even, I don't know. I'm just like, you see this water here. Like, I don't even know if they can get the lid off. That's how little confidence I have. Okay, I'm being a bit hyperbolic, but yeah, I just what this doesn't. I don't care. Why would I get excited about a screenshot at this point? If this was like an established company, if this was like Red Dead Redemption levels of like greatness, or Elden Ring, and seeing a screenshot and seeing like, okay, they've established to be pretty good. So it's like, then maybe under those under that context, I could get like a little sweaty for it. But I mean, this is the same stunt they pull with Ignition. It tricked people, and it worked, and it turned out the product was an absolute abomination. So this, don't fall in the same trap. I was just saying, don't fall in the same trap. Think of the logistics behind this, that what this game's going to be coming out in 4 months, and this is all we have so far. Wouldn't there be gameplay? Wouldn't there be a lot more different things coming out in the last couple months of the game? It's weird. So, my assumption, it's basically probably, I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm going to assume it's probably just going to be on the R Factor engine, and maybe it won't be as broken. What does that mean? So instead, maybe of it being like NASCAR Edition's like a 0.5 out of 10, maybe this might be like a 0.7. That's the bar we're at. That's how terrible everything is. They've lost the faith with the community. Everyone roasts them. No one takes them seriously. And they are not the leading industry of games of what they keep trying to proclaim as. There's so much BS. And they got a long fucking ways to go if they want to actually win back the consumers. And the only way to do it is you gotta make a product that's that's good. Which, why would I have any faith? I'll be blown away. All clothes will be blown off if it's actually like a competent game. But I don't have expectations, hope for it. No one should. And I feel bad for IndyCar fans that have been waiting 20 years for this. And or like for like a console game, and then this is what you're getting, and it's coming from a company that created, NASCAR Ignition, which was an abomination. So please use your heads, use common sense, use your critical thinking. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole situation. I kind of went on more tangents, but I mean, it's just more the same shit. It's tiring to kind of see all this negative stuff. Like I don't want to be negative, but what hope can I extrapolate from this? Not a whole lot. So, I'm sorry, I was really yelling. But yeah, that's just what's going on with this. At least they used the proper image this time. One other time they used NASCAR 14 and then like inside line. So at least they're getting the right screenshots now for the site. But yeah, so that's what's going on. I just feel bad for the developers that are actually trying to make the game, but the higher ups just have just horrible ideologies on where they want the things to go, where they want to put focus on different things. Like it's and it sucks that some are getting paid, some still aren't, and even then they didn't even get paid for January, so 2 of the 3 months were covered. It's just a shitty situation. It's just a very unfortunate situation. And if you didn't want to relocate, they would just fire you. And imagine that. Imagine, like, think about the logistics behind it. If they... I'm trying to think. I'm trying to use the right words here. My brain is so scrambled with how frustrated I am with this whole situation. But imagine if you're working for that company and they want you to relocate, and like you physically can't because they're not going to pay for your expenses. They're not going to compensate you for the travel or anything. And if you even do that, if you're insane enough to go that far and accept a payout, like a pay cut, and you say no, well, you're just gone. And it sucks because if they want to find a different job, then like their most recent resume is, oh, I was with this company a lot of. I feel like even if they want to find a different job, I can't imagine it would be very easy. I don't know. With just where they're previously at, it might be tough. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm concerned for the devs. I'm concerned for the families. I can't imagine how that must feel to be going to work every day and then not getting paid for months. Yeah, it's just sickening. It's such a gross situation. I think objectively anyone could look at and be like, yeah, that sucks. So I don't know. I'm done ranting. Tune in next week when there might be more stuff coming out, or even sooner than that. Who knows? It's like every week we always get some kind of updates. So we'll see. Take care.